What is up, guys? Arolf here, back again with another video. Today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Ant-Man and the Wasp, Marvel's Wasp. This is Build-A-Figure called Obsidian, so let's get into it. So taking a look around the packaging, on the top, Pym Particle logo, on the side, Wasp on both sides. On the back you get a picture of the figure with a brief description, so pause if you want to read that, and pause if you want to see the other figures in this wave to build called Obsidian. UPC, scan if you want it. And without further ado, let's get into this. Doing a size comparison, here is Marvel's Wasp next to Ant-Man, Captain America, Okoye, X-Force, Deadpool, and Thanos. Just kidding, it's pronounced Thanos. Get with the program. And Hulk, which I almost forgot. For Wasp accessory, she comes with 2 pairs of hands, 1 pair of fisted hands, and 1 pair of open hands. These are like more for flying, and it has nice texturing, which I'll go on later in depth. You can see right here, great likeness to Evangeline Lilly with the digital printing technology, and you can see her folded up backpack here with the honeycomb texturing, and she comes with a call Obsidian head, only the head, which is nice as well. Can't wait to build this Build-A-Figure. And removing the backpack, simple. It's a weird shaped peg, so you cannot use any flight stands if you want to, so that's quite unfortunate, but you can see everything just pops in and out pretty easily, except the head sculpt. The head sculpt's a little bit tough, but eventually you'll get it on there. And this is what it looks like all unmasked and all the wings folded up. And you can see, just comparing the backpacks here. Pretty basic, just silver paint and a red line running through the middle there. So taking a closer look at the head sculpt here. Really like what they did. Again, like the Scott Lang Ant-Man, separate head piece or hair piece, which is sculpted. It's basic. It's just the ponytail, black plastic, no highlights, no wash or anything. It's okay. You can see how the head rotates around. I wouldn't move the head up that much, or the ponytail might come off, or might stretch, or break off, or yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, just you could see how it rotates and does the tilt shifty head movement. So yeah. Now putting back on in the regular helmeted version, you can see that they have a clear transparent plastic, unlike the Ant-Man, and you can actually see through that, which is really nice. And looking around here through the backpack, pretty basic backpack. Just comes off right there. It has a weird peg right there. You can see it has some nice texturing detail. And putting on the other backpack, you could see how it kind of rests on her body, kind of like conforms to her body a bit. You can see right there. It sits flush, which I really like. It doesn't look like it's sticking out. It's like flush with the body. And the wings here, I wish they didn't go with this clear plastic, which had a darker tint to it, because doing a review in a white backdrop is kind of hard to take photos, so you can't really see the wings that well, but we'll take an even closer look in that portion of the video. So yeah, just looking at the suit here, kind of a brighter yellow compared to the one that we see in the trailer. It's kind of more like in the line of the first time we saw this this suit in Ant-Man, kind of a brighter yellow, but now in the Ant-Man and the Wasp sequel, it's kind of a more muted yellow. But all in all, just the texturing throughout is great. I really like the hints of red here. Kind of has that continuity of this yellow and red color scheme going on. She does have peg holes at the bottom of her feet, so yeah, that's really nice. For her articulation here, with the wings on, this is the range that you can get with the wings. It can go up that far, and the bottom part of the wings can go down that far and up this much, so that's the most you could get out of these wings. They do not go forward and back, they just go up and down. But the head here, it does rotate all the way around. It can look up that far, which is great for flying poses, and down that much right there. Tilty shifty head movement It is a little more apparent on this Wasp figure compared to the Ant-Man. And removing the backpack here, her arms do rotate all the way around. They go out that far, just shy of 90 degrees, not exactly, or exactly 90 degrees, I don't know. No bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, rotation at the elbow right there. And her wrist here, it does rotate all the way around. It goes up that far and down that much. And for the other hand, the open hand, does rotate all the way around and goes up that far, which is great, and down that much. And I like how this piece is a nice rubbery plastic, so she could do the full any like launching off pose or whatever. Chest here, kind of unfortunate, doesn't bend forward that far, but bends back a significant amount, which is nice. Has a side-to-side movement and does rotate all the way around. Her legs here can kick forward that far, so she could sit down like that. And doesn't kick back whatsoever. She has a upper thigh swivel, my bad. Double jointed knees. Feet bend down that far, up that much. And she has a weird ankle pivot. And just doing the ankle pivot test, kind of a weird ankle pivot right here. You have to like move her legs inward to do this ankle pivot, so it kind of looks weird. So if you're trying to get her into dynamic poses, then yeah, it's just gonna look weird, so just don't even use it. And just removing the hands here, for the open hands, just pretty easy to pop in and out. It's not loose whatsoever, just a snug fit. And using the SH Figurewort stand, you can get her in some cool flying poses. So taking an even closer look at the Wasp, starting off with the head, you know what we do here. We look at the head, admire it, and look around underneath the head, that's new. And we show the range of the head, and then we decapitate the figure. Just looking at the peg. Well, I guess I didn't show it this time, but there is some nice texturing detail around there. Popping off the head and putting on the head sculpt of Hope here. You can see with the wings, it kind of gets hindered in the way, so I wouldn't recommend using this head with the wings. But it's up to you, man. It's your figure. But yeah, I like, if I'm gonna display Hope with this head sculpt right here, I like having the wings folded, so you can see right there. Oh, there we go. I finally show the peg. There is no texturing detail around the neck, but not in the upper part of the neck, but yeah, that's okay. So yeah, she looks fine right there. Looking underneath the armpits, there's no paint splotching whatsoever. They had a couple of Wasp figures that I could look at, so I picked the best one, and this one had the best paint detail. You can see articulating the torso here. It kind of pops off the little backpack there, so be careful on that. You can see I have a problem with her thighs. It looks pretty like matted. I don't know why. It looks a bit dry compared to the shins right here, which have a nice glossier look to it. In person, it's just matted. On camera, it looks a little glossy, but yeah, I don't know why. Kind of a QC issue with that. You see the feet right there. Overall, pretty clean paint. Fortunately, I got the chance to pick the one with the best. So yeah. So yeah, that is it, guys. Hope you guys like it. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell, turn on notifications, because there are more videos coming. And tomorrow I'm gonna review Thor, which I'm pretty excited. But yeah, overall, I really do like this figure. There can't be an Ant-Man without a Wasp, or there can't be a Wasp without a Ant-Man. But I don't know. It's up to you, your interpretation of it. These are two individually strong characters. And I both love them, and I can't wait to see the movie. Not a big comic book reader of Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I really like this new movie adaptation. Minor gripes No double jointed elbows. Yes, I know. I'm gonna complain with that until we get double jointed elbows on female figures. The wings, I wish they had a tint to them, like a brownish tint. I really don't like the clear wings that they gave, or this kind of frosty white wings that they gave us. But I do like this figure. It's just the articulation in the double jointed elbows and also the torso articulation, which is quite unfortunate. But other than the articulation and the wings, this is a great figure, fun to pose, and the sculpts are getting better and the paint jobs are getting so. It's struggling, but yeah, if you are a fan, go get this figure. These figures come 2 per case, also with Ant-Man. Yeah, there's a guys. Arolf Mora. Sana now. Peace.